Good evening everyone in Eastern Time, because it is I, CoolPika here, and welcome back to more Let's Play Pokemon Shining Pearl. In the last part, we took on the Battle Tower and defeated the Tower Tycoon Palmer himself, which I was not expecting to do, but I surprise myself sometimes, you know? But yeah, I got a whole video of that to prove it, so I can at least now say that I have done it. And in this part, we're going to be continuing seeing what else is here in this battle zone, because there is, as you can see on the map, there are other two areas that we can discover, and we've heard so much about this treasure that lies in this dark mountain, so I figured we'd check out what's up with... we'd check out what's the deal with that treasure while we're at it, so this time, we're going to be doing so. So starting off on the bat, we got like two areas we can go off the bat. Now that you could now that you have the national dex, but of course, if you do not have the national dex, you will not be able to move. You will not be able to move forward at all. So the national dex is really required if you want to do what you need to do. With that being said, you gotta take the west path or the east path, which doesn't matter either way, because we're all going to be visiting these locations regardless, but, you know, but the way I see it, I think I'm going to go start, I personally would prefer to start with east, because I usually start east any place where I do. Sometimes in off chances I like to do stuff differently, but, you know, we're going to go to, we're going to start up in Route 225. And already this music's a bop right here, so welcome to Route 225. Which means we're going to be getting brand new encounters here. Pokemon you would find in the National Dex to fill out. I believe here you can find a Fearow here, which is going to be like one of the recurring Pokemon you'll find here, along with a few other national Pokemon that I don't really remember off the top of my head, but I'm putting the encounters up per usual, so you can keep a following along of what Pokemon you're wanting to get it. So that's still gonna be like a thing, because I have still like a few routes that I have to do until I'm actually done showing off all the encounters. So there's that. But again, with that being said, we got some trainers here. We got a flying type trainer here, which I believe, no, I don't want the Pokédex. Terminator, I was wanting you out, yeah. Okay, there's a Flykeeper here, which I want to battle first. One of my bird Pokemon carry me to wherever I am, and so here I am. Boy, these days we use Pokechips to do that. We summon birds from the sky to do that. You're old school, man. I'm telling you, you're very old school. I don't know. I don't know if this is just me or not, but I've kind of gotten used to seeing how Farfetch'd was in Galar. I've gotten really used to the Farfetch'd and Galar. That at this point, I'm just not used to seeing this Farfetch'd. But geez, I'll be honest. Like, of all the generations that makes Farfetch'd cool, it had to be like the new generation. I certainly can't wait to see like what other regional variants we'll get that I would not expect from. That I would expect in the new upcoming generation, because I've already seen as far as Gen 9 goes, I already know we're getting a regional variant of Wooper and Quagsire, I believe. Yeah, we got a poison ground type actually, which is actually going to be which I'm definitely going to be putting that on the team whenever I do eventually get Scarlet and Violet. As far as the other regional variants go, I don't know what else we'll get for it. Sheesh. Every new place, and it turns out to be the battle zone. Oh yes. Definitely. Jeez, I keep forgetting I keep talking to you. Oh, off the bat, I turn around and I didn't think I was that close to you, lady. In the embrace of Mother Nature, people and Pokemon grow strong. Okay. I didn't even think I was that close, and I didn't even think I was in close range of her to get in that battle. Okay. Okay, then I guess we're doing this, and, oh, she's, got a Zigzag Goon as well, which is, like, the HM slave of the Hoenn region. So, I think you can catch that around here as well, although I don't remember if that's the case or not. If not, then my bad. Zigzag Goon went down with not much trouble. Ooh, you got a Skarmory on you. That's a Pokemon I've always wanted to use, but I've never really had the chance to either. Because before getting Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, I did play Alpha Sapphire. I did replay through Alpha Sapphire before picking up this game, and you are tough. And I already had my team set out and everything, and I think, yeah, and that Skarmory wasn't in the cards right now because I already had the team that I wanted to try out. At least one more trainer right there. Oh, it's already nighttime out for me. Oh, at least for in game, because that's when the music themes. I can't exactly hear right now, but I prefer this is like the one place where I prefer the night theme variant of it. Because I believe the night variant of the song is way good. Oh, cool, an Ultra Ball. Yeah, there's an item up here we can get. And up here. Okay, there's something over here as well. I don't think I have my repels on either, which I probably should be taking care of that, but, oh well. I run into a counter, I'll run into a counter, but it's not gonna be like the big end of the world for me, but I'm surprised I'm not running into any. Oh yeah, Pokemon Ranger. Who do I want to go in first? Venom. Why don't we use Venom next? It's been a while since I used Venom. Like Venom. We people of the CoolPika channel love Venom. We go on a patrol to make sure there's nothing strange going on. And occasionally, we battle. Oh yeah, you do you, man. You do you. Okay, Dwayne. Okay, he's only got one Pokemon on him. What's he got? Oh, Dolphin. Oh, Dolphin. That's a Pokemon I like to use on my Heart Gold, Soul Silver playthroughs. Oh man. Oh man, but the problem is like that Pokemon's like so late. It takes so late game to get it though. Okay, this may have been a bad call, so you know what, I'm gonna switch into Winter because clearly having Venom in here is a big mistake. Winter, this is gonna be your battle. Ah, good thing that was a Rock type move, because that's barely gonna do anything to me. Okay. Let's just use Surf and get it done with. Oh! This thing has, like, Sturdy for its ability. Yep, I knew it. That's why the HP didn't go all the way down. Alright, with that being said, Surf. And with that being said, Duffman is down. Alright, Venom. Venom's level 65. He's catching up with the team. Venom just happens to be the lower leveled out of all the Pokemon. I like Venom, but wow. There's clearly a level balance going on here. Thanks much. Don't you mean thank you very much? I don't think I hear people say thanks much. You know that Pokemon ability pickup? I think that's a good way of keeping the environment clean off litter. Alright, that's like that tactic I've learned from Chuck Connery. I don't know, yeah, I've learned this tactic that Chuck Connery did for his Pokemon Black and White playthrough. At least when he did his Let's Play, and what it basically evolved is, early game, there's a bunch of Lillipups, right? In the first route. And what he would do was, like, catch a bunch of Lillipups with the ability pickups and keep them on the team for a while. and take every item the Lillipups pick up. And keep doing that for a while just to grind up on those items. And eventually I felt like, oh, I had no idea I have no idea there's other ways you can make use of Pokemon, and funnily enough, when I decided to like do another playthrough because Kong was playing through it, I felt like, you know what? Why don't I do the same thing too? So that's essentially what I did, and oh my god, that is like one of the helpful things for me. That actually really helped me out with my journey. I've gotten some items early on that I would not expect. Oh. There is something missing in the way I battle. I've come here to find it. Oh, wow. Be missing. Got lost in the woods. Rodolfo? Yeah, like, I don't know. I'm not good with names, alright? I wish I could be good with names, but fortunately that's done some breaks for me. I got Licky Tongue here. No Licky. I was gonna use Crunch. Going for a lick. Okay, yeah, what else is going on? Oh yeah, aside from everything else that's been going on, I know the episode's been taking a bit for your guys' end as these videos are coming out, but that's mostly because that I may or may not be been so hooked up on a certain game right now. Yeah, I mean, all seriousness though, I've been playing Xenoblade Chronicles 3 for like the last 2 weeks now, and oh man, it's like really great right now. I'm like, I just gotten through chapter 5 in the game, and oh god, I don't think, to say the least, not going into spoilers or anything, but I don't think I've ever played a game that's given me a lot of emotional whiplash. I mean, it's rare for me to get, it's rare for me to have a bunch of Nintendo games that give me like huge emotional whiplash, but when it came to like Xenoblade Chronicles 3, man, like, oh man, the emotional whiplash was like real, and I'm not kidding, like seriously. It's a really good game so far, and I've been really loving the story behind it and the gameplay. It's really amazing. And I think anyone that's been a fan of the series, I think you should all get a chance to get a hold of it when you get the chance. In all honesty, I didn't think I was gonna get the game pretty soon because as of right now in this recording, I'm still currently looking for a job. As of right now, this recording actually, and I haven't been having any money coming in, so I've been waiting for opportunities to like get the game, but I haven't been able to. So that kind of sucked. But the reason I was able to play it now was because my friend from PSI Universe, Otaku D. Carnitas, he was nice enough to get the game for me because he had this deal for me saying like, hey man, I'm willing to get you the game, but the deal is you have to play like Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne in order for, or at least get the game so he would get the game for me. And I was like, you know what? Frick it, I'll do it. I didn't play for the last few hours, and oh man, he came through for me. And he really did not need to do that. But I am grateful nonetheless because, like, wow. I've been really loving the game so far, and I've been making it really worthwhile. So, Doctor, if you're for any reason watching this video, thanks, dude. I've been really enjoying the game. I have not stopped playing it since then, and I plan on continuing to do so. At least savor every moment of it, because I've just been enjoying it non-stop. Okay, with that being said, I think that's the way we're supposed to go, but I don't want to leave there just... There are still some trainers I want to battle, though. Over here, maybe? Yeah, right there. Actually, now that I think about it, this isn't really a big route compared to the others, because, Usually, most of my recordings usually take like 30 minutes or such when I'm recording stuff. Especially, I don't skip over any battles off screen because I like recording all my battles. That's probably why my episodes are pretty long as they are. This is the only trainer I haven't battled, actually. So, you know what? I'm actually gonna battle the Psychic Trainer. So, let's see, Hugo's up next. Right after this, you will send out the Pokemon to battle me. You're just predicting stuff that's gonna happen like in the right seconds. Can you just predict stuff that happens right in around the weeks, maybe? Oh hey, Slowpoke. Not what I was expecting, but it does evolve into a Psychic type. Worked for me either way. Guys, you can't go wrong with Slowpoke. I've definitely used a Slowking back in Heart Gold before. Although that's been like a while, like... Okay, oh, this one's got a Slowbro. Yeah, I think I can just switch into Terminator here and he would still get the job done. Go Terminator! Okay. Let's finish this up with a Thunderbolt. Eat this, Thunderbolt! And with that, it's super effective. Right after this, I have to pay out your prize money. What will happen to you after this? Why don't you just look like just as you like? It'll be more fun that way. I'm having the time of my life right now. I don't know what you're talking about. What's that being said? I think we're pretty much nearly done with that round. I think we got like one more trainer up there, and we already be. Well, we are probably at the next section of this island, actually. Amazingly. I'm surprised I'm not really. Oh, I knew I was missing something. Finally getting some wild Pokemon encounters. Machoke. There's a Machoke in this area. I really wanted to see if I could find something that was in the National X, but I guess not, apparently. I mean, you've got your batch of Sinnoh Pokemon as usual, so that's to be expected, but, like, there are some National Pokemon that you can encounter here in the wild, just not a lot. Okay. Oh, wait, there's something up there as well. Ooh, on the far ledge, actually. I want to check that out. Oh, yeah, we gotta use Surf. We gotta use Surf for this, so if we go over here, if I'm not mistaken, and yeah, Dubious Disc. This is used to something, I don't remember what, but I think it's evolving for a certain Pokemon. Maybe it was Porygon, maybe that was something else, I don't remember. I don't keep track of these evolution items as much as I should. But I know it's used to evolve a Pokemon. I just don't know if that was Porygon or that was used for another item. Okay, oh jeez. Look at me being confident. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, there's one of the Pokemon you'll commonly see here in the fight area. Yeah, Spearow. Yeah, that's like the common bird Pokemon for the Johto region. No, not the Johto region. Well, Johto and Kanto if you want to go there, but yeah. Or if you want to go, if you want to get technical, like, Spearow's probably the better out of the two common bird Pokemon in Kanto. Next up, we got this last trainer here. My team's been trained through and through. You'll shake when you see how tough they are. Let's see what you got then. Trainer, Ace Quinn? Oh, your name's Quinn. Okay, let's see what you got up. Oh, Pinsir. Pinsir's a pretty good bug Pokemon. I've never used Pinsir. Mostly because as a kid, I thought that was like the most ugliest thing in the world, but again, me as a kid, I mean, I'm always into the adorable Pokemon that I found amusing or one time more attached to from the anime, and if anything, but so never took much into those weird, ugly Pokemon. Like, oh, I don't want to use that. I like the cute ones. At least when I was a kid. At least the cute and cool ones. But Bins are pretty cool too. Yeah, I'm bringing Dumban in, so... Okay, here we go. Mightyena. Yeah, I think I remember now. Yeah, I wouldn't bring Dumban out because Mightyena's a dark type. Okay, close combat. Those are some mighty blows right there. That's Quinn down. I'm shaking all over! I found my gang protein, carbos, you name it. I pumped them full of it. You can only pump so much of them, but it doesn't change the fact that you gotta do. There's more to it than using carbos and all those proteins. Oh wow, I thought we'd be nearly there by now, but I guess I don't remember the route as much as I should. Oh hey, Bennett. Okay, looks like Ben is one of the other Pokemon we can find here. I think that's like another encounter from the Hoenn region, I believe. I believe so, yeah. Your mouth's basically a zipper. You can... Oh, I guess there was a bit more. War of the opponents. The search of them drives me to travel far. And you have green shoes. Yeah, I said it. Oh, you got a Flaffy. Oh man, I like... That's one of my other favorite electric-type Pokemon. Like, oh man, like... If I wasn't using Pikachu all the time, or wanted to go for something different, Flaffy is a Pokemon that... the Mareep line is a Pokemon I would have gone for. Because, oh man, I can't help it. They're so fluffy and adorable. And plus, Ampharos is really good, too. Oh, right, there we go. And Tropius is up next. Tropius would be next, it seems, so... Actually, Hugo would probably be the better fit for this. Grass and Flying type, actually. I had no idea this... Back when I first got into it, I have no idea Tropius could actually fly. Speaking of which, why doesn't Tropius know fly? Because he clearly can do it. That's the one I found weird. I certainly found a tough adversary in you. How much you believe in your Pokemon? That's a critical factor in how a battle will turn out. And oh yeah, look at this. We're not... You think we'd be done with the berry farming? But no. This game doesn't want me to be done. Even after the main story, I'm finding new plants where I can farm for berries. Because, oh jeez, I mean... I already did my berry hunting off screen as per usual. Like before my recording sessions, but... At this point, it's like... I don't even need to show you my numbers at this point. Because... At this point, I am just really set on berries, and they are just very plentiful at this point. Because, look at this. Look at this. So many already. The numbers are going up, and most of these berries are nearly going to the hundreds. I really don't need to do this. I don't really need to show you my upgrades. I don't need to. I mean, I could just stop berry farming altogether, but old habits really die hard for me. I mean, so, honestly, what I'm going to be doing is, I'll still do my berry farming, but I'm just gonna, I think that going forward, as we tackle the post-game, I'm just not going to show off all my berry, I'm just not going to show off all my, oh geez, off my daily numbers for my farmings. But however, I will, by the end of the post-game, I will show you my final total and all that, but aside from that, I'm just not just going to be giving you updates on my berry farming from this point forward. Because at this point, I just got so many of them. Yeah, we got a new patch there anyway, so... Oh yeah, there's a place to rock climb up as well. I want to check out what this is real quick. Ooh. And up here, we're greeted by a Dragon Tamer. The potential of Dragon Pokemon puts them at the top of my list. I am Dracula. I am going to suck your blood. Jeez, anyways, this guy's, he's got a Dratini, the, other Dragon-type Pokemon that everybody loves. Aside from Garchomp. Well, actually, the only Dragon-type to actually exist in the Kanto region. If you actually want to go there. Because, really, I think in Johto, there really isn't. They don't have their own iconic Dragon Pokemon, they just share Dragonite. And it's not till Hoenn where it's not till Hoenn and Unova we're getting a bit more for each region. Dragonair. Oh, this is just the evolutionary line of, the Dratini, the Dragonite, of the Dragonite evolution line, isn't it? Okay, I see what's going on here. Last Pokemon is just gonna be a Dragonite, just calling it now. I don't think I ever used a Dragonite now that I think about it. Not officially on the team, anyway. But potential doesn't mean I can win. Ha ha ha. I am sad now. A Dragon Tamer champion. I'll need to train so much more to even come close to coming close. Over here is... Oh, a Dawnstone. And make a good present for Dawn, maybe. Oh, but yeah, I think yeah, now we're actually done with this route. We're in the survival area now. Our new town area. Because at this point forward, we'd be near Stark Mountain. So off the bat, with a new town, we do nothing else but explore it. There really isn't much in this town as far as little stuff here that's related to the post-game. Okay, let's... Program called the search for the Red Gyarados, the mysterious appearance of the furious Pokemon in the lake. You know that outstanding documentary? Yeah, I filmed that! Yeah, I filmed that documentary that was at the beginning of the game that actually had no relevance to this region in particular. That was all in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. We got a little nudge for that now. I've been exploring a long time, but I know when I'm beaten. It takes a better trainer than me to explore the volcano thoroughly. Honestly, when I first played Pokemon Diamond, not knowing the context of that program, I was thinking that at some point there had to be a way we could encounter the Red Gyarados here at one of the lakes, right? It had to be like one of the lakes, but no. No matter how much I put stock into those rumors, that never happened. I believe that was something related to here in the Sinnoh region, but really, that had something to do with Heart Gold and Soul Silver, or Gold and Silver in this case. Oh, yeah, there's a TM42 here. What does this one do again? Facade's a good move. Oh, Facade. You mean as in the enemy from Mother 3 that nobody likes? The worst human being in all general. Okay, that's the wrong Facade, so... Oh yeah, that reminds me, I'm gonna have to Let's Play Mother 3 at some point, am I? Jeez, yeah, because, Earthbound was actually the first Let's Play I did, and at some point, I am gonna have to follow up with Mother 3 at some point, I just don't know when. As far as Earthbound Beginnings go, that's not gonna be likely since, SNES games are, like, really hard for me to get into, but that's something Hey, traveling trainer, back full of items, or full of dreams? I say full of dreams. And berries. Although, trainers who lose at the Battle Tower come here to hone their skills. Usually there would not be much worth noting, but in Platinum, this place, there is one thing that is worth a note here. This house here, it's just the residence of this old man's house. Let me tell you about Stark Mountain. That volcano dates back to when Sinnoh was made by the melding of time and space. Fiery lava was spilled out and pooled, which then turned into a Pokemon. It's said that the Magma Stone was used to keep the Pokemon under control. According to the legend, the Pokemon transform of this was this old grandpa here. But in Platinum, this is where you would have been able to rematch all the gym leaders. And this house was actually a nice little restaurant bar too. Really like the aesthetic of it too. Kind of wish that stayed, but because I really like the aesthetic of that place. But I can't really complain about it too much because despite the fact of it not being here, you are still able to rematch the gym leaders regardless. I think the only difference is that you don't have to wait a different day or do time rotations or change the clock on your DS to get the gym leader rematch if you want, because you'll be able to battle them all right to bat if you wanted to. I'm just not doing it right now. Because really, if you really want to rematch them, you have to go to their gyms to do it. So rematches are still a thing, so we'll get our chance to rematch them when the time comes. But that's just not now. I think what else is worth noting here? There's only one of these trainers here at the Pokemart. I was on a 54 win streak. This one had used a move while I saw the chance. A word of advice from a grizzled mountain man. Buy as many items as you can to hold in your bag. I'm not joking. Actually, is there anything I need to buy here? How much money do I got on me? Oh, right, I forgot to spend a lot off screen. Yeah, you know what, why? Actually, I think I'm good on repels right now, so I don't need to, spend much, actually. If anything, I might want to go back to the Pokemon League and restock up Pokeballs, but aside from that, I'm kind of good for the most part. I think the only thing I really do want to do here is, heal my Pokemon up and I'll be good for the road again. If you would, Nurse Joy. Thank you very much. Okay, I'm looking forward to see you too. Okay, yada 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 yada. The universe was made something born from an egg. A man I met long ago told me that. I wasn't experienced enough for the Battle Tower. Training off Dark Mountain might be the only sensible choice for some reason. All the best. I mean, hey, I didn't even go to Dark Mountain yet, and I did so fine against Palmer. Just takes a lot of skill, though. But I think, with that being said, though, I think we've made enough progress here, so we're at a good stopping point for this episode. I mean, we got a lot done. We got some information about our treasure that we're looking for at Dark Mountain. Whether that's a good idea or not, well, that's only one way to find out, but that's what Discovery's all about. So next time on Let's Play Pokemon Shining Pearl, we'll set out once again and make our way to Dark Mountain since there's only one more route ahead. With that, I will see you all next time. CoolPika, out of here.